Hey everybody, welcome to Yoga Jamz, episode 7 today. We've been going. We've been doing it. So Max has a new look that he'd like to share with you guys. Looks pretty dope, huh? Yeah.
Kind of going for like a Vermin Supreme crossover with cone heads.
It's looking good. Okay, so I gave a really obscure clue for our class this week. And the song that I mentioned, Phish's song, Twist, is going to be our theme for today. So we're going to twist around a little bit.
Woo!
Bow, bow, bow. Okay, so look out for some teases in here. This makes Max's eyebrows go up really far, too. It's pretty sick.
Helps everything I do and say have a little bit more of a serious nature.
Good. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so find a comfortable seat. And you can make any adjustments that you need, kind of wiggle around, and I recommend sitting on something so that your hips are elevated and so you can sit up nice and tall. If you're comfortable, you can either close your eyes or just gaze down at the floor. And just allow your breath to slow down. Allow your belly to be soft. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. And feel anything that is going on in your life outside of our space drift away. This is your time to let go, to ring out through twist today, anything that isn't serving you in your life. So allow yourself to have peace and love and an opportunity to be present as we move through our practice in this next hour. Honoring yourself for showing up today. Take a full breath in through your nose. And a full breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And tuning into your breath and allowing it to link up with the music, with the rhythm of your heart. And allow your breath to slow down your thoughts as we center before we begin to move our body. Placing one hand gently on your heart and the other hand on top of that one. And press your palms into your heart center, sending yourself compassion and love. And perhaps today, for our intention, think about something that you would like to release. Something that you'd like to let go of. This morning I chose to let go of judgment towards myself. Maybe it's that, maybe it's something completely different. Honor yourself and search for what you need. And then open your palms, offering up this intention, and let's join in the sound of Om with our palms open like this, fingers extending outward, releasing whatever it is that you need to let go of. Take a deep breath in. Hands come together in a prayer position, honoring yourself for showing up to your practice, for joining together, even as we are not in the same exact location. We are in the same spot in space and time. And release your hands. And then we'll come into our first twist of the day. So inhale, raising your arms up high. You can open your eyes at this point. Exhale, reach your right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, and then sit up tall on your inhale. Exhale, maybe you gaze over that right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Hold here, deep breath in. Exhale, hug your belly button towards your spine as maybe you twist a little bit deeper. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. On your next inhale, reach both arms up to the sky as you come to the center. And then exhale, other side. So right hand comes to left knee. Left fingertips touch the floor behind you. Sit up tall. Imagine a string is pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you gaze over that left shoulder and just feel this gentle twist. Not going too far into this as it's our first twist of the day. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next breath in, reach your arms up. Spread your fingers wide and feel this energetic pull up towards the sky as you root down into the earth. Exhale, bend your elbows and squeeze your elbows together, even pulling your elbows back behind your shoulder. Reach your heart forward and then gaze up, coming into this back bend. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze your elbows together, maybe a little bit more. Expand your heart. And then exhale, release, reach arms up, and then fingers gently come down. From here, we're gonna come onto our backs for just a little bit of core work to keep that twisting motion going and to activate our centers to keep yourself strong throughout the rest of the practice. So come on to lie down on your back. And then hug your knees into your chest when you get there and just gently rock from side to side. Your breathing is full and deep during this practice. And now let your hands come to either side of your hips, resting on the floor, and then extend your legs up and straight up from your hips, almost like your body's in an L-shaped position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your right leg a little bit or all the way to hover. Inhale, bring it back up. Just a gentle activation, maybe not so gentle depending. Some days are different for me. Exhale, lower your left leg, hovering above the ground. Keep flexing both feet. Inhale, lift up, and again. Exhale, right leg comes to hover. Feel this heat in the center of your body. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, left leg extends down. Inhale, up. All right, let's bring some twist into it. So exhale, right leg comes down, and then like a twist tie, you're gonna reach your right foot over to the left, and then left foot reaches to the right, so your legs are twisting. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold, keep twisting. And then inhale, legs back to center. Exhale, right foot up. Whew, I'm feeling that. Okay, exhale, left leg down. Keep flexing both feet, and then left leg comes to the right. Right foot reaches over to the left. Twist up your legs. Feel your strength here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Left foot comes up. All right, just a couple more of those and we'll move a little bit faster. Exhale, right leg down. Twist your legs up like a twist tie. And now interlace your hands behind your head and raise yourself up, twisting towards the left. If you shake, that means you're moving through some stuff. Inhale, come back to center. Keep your hands where they are. Right leg comes up. Exhale, left leg down. Twist your legs up like a twist tie. And then lift your shoulders and your head. Hold for one breath. And come down, left leg up. Keep going. Exhale, right leg down. Twist your legs up like a twist tie. Lift your head and your shoulders if you can. And switch sides, right leg up. Left leg down. Twist your legs up like a twist tie. Lift shoulders. Inhale. Come back up. One more each side. You've got this. I know this is intense. Right leg comes down. Twist your legs up. Lift. Inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, left leg down. Twist your legs up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, left leg up, and hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it go through your mouth. One more. Maybe you take a sigh here. Inhale. Exhale. And now start to roll back and forth along your mat. We'll take a couple extras here. Let this be playful, just massaging out your spine. Take a couple good rolls here. Maybe your feet reach behind you. Maybe it's just little rolls. One more. Inhale, come all the way up, and now make your way into an all fours position. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips, tuck those toes under. On your inhale, drop your chest, drop your belly, and we're gonna hold cow pose for a little bit here to stretch out your belly. So inhale deeply, exhale, hold. Inhale deeply, exhale, hold. One more breath in this posture, inhale. And now exhale, come into cat pose, tucking your chin, rounding out your spine, pressing into your palms. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, tuck your chin. Allow the music to move you, allow your breath to move you. Breathing in and out one more time. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, hug your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, come back into a neutral position with your spine. I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing here. So hands are under your shoulders. From here, you're going to root down through your left hand and then reach your arm up. It could be right here, or you can reach it all the way up. And then you're going to thread your right arm underneath your left arm. So bend your left elbow a little bit and then reach that right arm over to the left. Drop your ear and your shoulder if that's accessible to you. Our next twist here, inhale and exhale. And in order to twist further, you're just gonna press into that left hand. You're gonna twist your body a little bit further, almost resisting it away from you. Inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Press through your left hand and come all the way up. Reach your right arm up, lean back, gentle back bend. Exhale, right hand down. Let's do a couple cat-cows before we switch sides. Inhale, lift your heart, gaze up. Exhale, press through your palms, tuck your chin. One more, inhale, arch your spine, gaze up, open your heart. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, come back to the center, preparing for the other side. Root down through your right hand, lift your left arm up, expand, spread your fingers wide, and then swoop that left arm underneath your right, allowing your ear and your shoulder to rest on the ground if that's accessible for you. If you need a little elevation in this posture, so if you're in there, hold and breathe, but you always have the option to take your blanket or towel and place it under your ear to give yourself some height. Breathe right here. To twist further, you're gonna press into that right hand. Breathing in and out. Hold in this twist. Feel your body and your spine open up and release anything in your life that you don't need. Release judgment and shame. Invite in love. One more deep breath here. Press to that right hand. Lift your left hand all the way up. Open your heart. Exhale, left hand drops down. Two more cat-cows here, really warming up our spine. You can move that blanket out of the way. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, tuck your chin. Last one, inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, tuck your chin. From here, we're gonna come right into high plank. Or you can do it with your knees on the ground. So you want it to be a little bit of a longer stance than all fours, so you can walk your hands forward and choose to stay here. Or lift your knees, come into high plank, pressing through your palms, shoulders over wrists. Breathe here, feel your strength and activate that core center. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Your knees can be on the ground, one more breath. And then exhale, everyone drop your knees down and come all the way down to your belly here. Bring the tops of your feet onto the ground, press into the tops of your feet, hug your elbows in, and now deeply engage your legs. On your inhale, come up just a little bit, baby cobra, gaze up. Exhale, release, come forward. Inhale, come up, same amount, baby cobra, engage your legs, engage your back body. Exhale, fold forward. This time, maybe you lift your hands up as you lift your chest, using all of that back body strength. Breathe in and tuck your toes under, press up through your knees, and now let's come into our first downward facing dog of the day. So in down dog, you want to really reach your hips up toward the sky, and I like to bend my knees in the first one here. So press through your palms, allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears, and reach up through those hips. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. One more breath, and exhale. Good. Root through your left foot, and then reach your right foot up a little bit or a lot. You can bring it right here, just hovering, or you can reach it all the way up or anywhere in between. And now, exhale, hug your right knee towards your left elbow as you come forward, twisting. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach it back. We're getting right into our bodies today. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. You can always do this on your knee as well. It would look like this. Keep going if you're in down dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. All right, inhale, reach your right foot up. Exhale, bend your knee. Gently step your right foot wherever it naturally lands. Use your right hand to bring it up. Come into a lunge. Drop your left knee down. Whew. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Roll your shoulders away. Extend your heart forward. It almost feels like we do in cow pose when we're arching our spine. From here, reach your arms all the way up, finding your balance. Coming into a low lunge. Couple breaths. On your inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, open arm twist. So you're twisting towards that bent knee and you're reaching your fingers apart from each other, and we'll stay here. This one can be an intense one for me. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hug belly button towards your spine. Maybe you twist a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale. All right, swoop that right arm around. Reach your left arm up with your right. Exhale, hands come to frame that right foot. Press through your left foot and lift your knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, reach those hips up. So as usual in our class, I'm going to give you options and you get to choose. It's like choose your own adventure through our class. So I'll show you a vinyasa and you can always choose to skip those. And I'll show you two variations. So you're going to roll forward into high plank. This is the first one. Drop your knees down, lower all the way to your belly. Bring the tops of your feet down just like we did before. Inhale, coming into cobra pose, being mindful of your lower back. If it pinches, come down a little bit. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, press all the way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So, in a variation of down dog is puppy pose here, if that's too rough on your shoulders. All right, I'm only going to show this other variation once because it's a more advanced practice. So, only do this if you have, if your shoulders are used to it. So, this one looks like this. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, bending your elbows. Inhale, rolling over your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so that is always an option for you when I say let's take a vinyasa. The final option here, sometimes the most advanced option, rest in child's pose. Okay, let's all meet back in downward facing dog. All right, so now we're going to do the other side, and that's just all those options are there for you throughout our practice today. Root through your right foot, and please lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. From here, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Come forward and twist it out. Feel your strength. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Squeeze, and maybe your left knee even kisses your right elbow. Inhale, reach up. Last one, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Come forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left knee to nose, down through the center line. Gently step that foot forward. Use your left hand to bring it all the way up. One breath in our runner's lunge here. And then drop your right knee down. Whew, take a breath and hold here. Reach your heart forward. Feel your strength. On your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up, coming into a low lunge. I always find this to be a very beautiful pose. So reach up through your fingers, expand your heart. And then same thing, we're gonna open arm twist over towards that left leg. So reach your arms apart here, fingertip to fingertip. Imagine that there is a line of light coming from your right fingers all the way to your left fingers. Feel that left arm pulling back. Feel this twist. Inhale. And exhale. Whew. One more breath. And on your next inhale, come all the way back up, low lunge. Exhale, hands come to frame that left foot. Press down through your right foot, lift your knee, step back, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog, puppy pose, or child's pose, or come with me through a vinyasa of your choice. Inhaling forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog, depending on your practice. Exhale, press up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, now we're gonna play with a little bit of balance that can come into a twist. So I think this is the best way for y'all to see me. Okay, so from downward facing dog, this is a bit of a challenge. Walk your feet forward just a little bit more so that your stance is a little bit shorter. Bend your knees here. And now play with coming to your right fingertips. So you're kind of in a three-limb dog once again. Maybe you lift your right hand and then place it back down. That's the first option, just playing with that. If you want to go a little further, you're going to reach your right hand back towards that left ankle and maybe you hover here. If you can get there, grab a hold of your left shin with your right hand and then use that resistance to twist. You get to choose. Maybe you're resting in down dog, but wherever you are, let's take a couple breaths. I'll stay here. Inhale. Exhale. One more, twist a little deeper. Exhale, release your right hand. Take a full breath in, rise to the balls of your feet. And exhale through your mouth, release your heels. One more, inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Exhale, release your heels. Okay, same thing, second side, and I'm gonna face y'all so you can see me from this direction. So you're in downward facing dog. And this time you're gonna root through your right hand and maybe you come to the fingertips of your left hand, maybe you hover your hand here. The next option is to reach your left hand towards that right shin. And maybe you grab a hold, maybe you're just reaching. Wherever you are is absolutely perfect. Honor yourself, this is a challenging pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and I'll hover here in this other variation. Inhale, exhale. All right, release your left hand. I'm going to turn this way. Downward facing dog. Rise to the balls of your feet. Exhale through your mouth, let your heels go. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Come up onto those tippy toes. Exhale. On your inhale, gaze at your fingers and just tiptoe your feet all the way to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, come into a forward fold here. Take a couple breaths. On your next inhale, come up halfway, hands to your shins. Extend. Think about that back bend that we've been playing with in a lot of our postures today, especially cat-cow. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stand tall in mountain pose. Feel your breath. And then release your hand. If your eyes were closed, softly open them. Okay, we're gonna keep twisting it out. So, from here, you're gonna bring your right foot over your left. So your feet are twisted. You have your right foot over your left and your thighs are crossing. Reach your arms up, bring your right hand in front of your left wrist, or you can just be right here. Let me see if you guys can see me. Okay, cool. Reaching up, roll your shoulders away and you're all twisted up here. So final part of this twist is you're gonna lean over towards the left, getting a nice side body stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Release your hands, let them come down, and release that right leg. Stand tall. Open your palms and release that thing that you set your intention on. Let go of anything you don't need in your life. Invite the music. Invite the energy of this class. Good. Second side. Gently bring your left foot over your right, twisting. Your thighs are twisting on each other here. And then your left hand is going to come in front of your right wrist. Your palms are maybe together, maybe they're apart, and your elbows are bent. Either way is perfect. Reach up. And then this time you're going to tilt your body over towards the right. You should feel a nice side body stretch here. Maybe even rolling your left shoulder open more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Feel this beautiful stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. Release that cross of your wrist and let your hands come down. Release your feet. Shake out your legs a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of shimmying. Let go of those shoulders. And then stand tall and soak in the music here. As our bodies open, we can feel the music and we can allow the energy to flow through our muscles, through our bones. All right, now we're gonna work up to our flow here, the flow, our musical flow. So first let's come into chair pose. This is a tricky one. It's always one that I kind of sometimes dread a little bit, but it's good for those thighs and it builds strength, so let's get in there. Feet are hip width distance, you're gonna bend your knees here, and I'll come to the side so you can see me too. So you want your back to be nice and neutral. You don't want it to be tilting too much this way or tilting too much this way. So you want it right in the middle. You can choose to either bring your hands up, you can bring them to prayer. Either way, we're gonna come to prayer in a little bit anyway. So sink low, chair pose, deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your hands into a prayer position. And now you're gonna twist over to your right. So hook that left elbow above your right knee. And you keep sinking down and pull that left knee back. It has a tendency to sneak up on you. Twist and gaze over that right shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more breath here. And now you have an option. Either come back to chair pose or come into a forward fold, depending on what you want out of your practice today. If you feel some fire, stay in chair. Otherwise, you're in forward fold for just a couple breaths. All right, everyone meet in chair pose. Those that are still holding it, I commend you. It's a tricky one. Rest if you need to. Hands into your heart, other side. Right elbow above left knee. Pull your right knee back and twist into this pose. Inhale. And exhale. Feel the music moving you and giving you more energy. I know this one's intense. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Everyone come into a forward fold. Let those thighs, let those hamstrings go. A little bend in your knees. Take one more full breath. And then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend in your knees as you reach your arms all the way up. Come to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Exhale, hands into your heart. All right, now we're gonna play with our flow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to your shins as you come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Gently step your way back into a downward facing dog. Hips up, pressing through your palms. Stay here, child's pose, or move through a vinyasa of your choice. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down to your belly or hovering. Inhale, coming into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lowering down and then pressing yourself up. downward facing dog. All right, so at this point, I'm going to show you the flow that you're going to do on your own for a couple rounds. We'll do it together first. So I'll say more in a little bit, but let's just move through this flow. Notice your body. I'll be doing it up here later too, so don't worry if you don't remember it. All right, downward facing dog. Root through your left foot, lift your right foot high. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. You've been here before, just one time this time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your nose and then gently step it forward. Bring your right foot all the way to the top of your mat. Lower your left knee down. Low lunge, reach your arms up. This time, bring your hands into your heart. We're gonna come into a twist. Twisting around today. Bring that left elbow above your right knee and then come into this twist. You can also do this by just twisting. You don't have to hook that elbow over. Follow what your body needs. Hold here. Last option, you can come into a higher lunge by lifting your knee. You get to decide. I'm gonna stay in the middle version here. Reach through the crown of your head, roll your shoulders away and breathe. One more breath. And then exhale, release the twist. Hands come to frame that foot. Lift your left knee, downward facing dog. So that is our flow. We'll do it again together on the left side. Option 1, rest in child's pose or down dog. Option 2, come into a vinyasa of your choice. Rolling forward, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lower, and press back, downward facing dog. You guys are doing great. I can tell energetically through the technology. I can feel it. Doing awesome. Hang in there with us. Root through your right foot. Other side, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hug your left knee in towards your nose and gently step that foot forward. Use your left hand to help you if you need to. Lower your right knee down. On your inhale, reach your arms up. We're moving a little slower through these first ones so your body remembers it and it gets into your muscles and your memory. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Bring your hands into your heart. This is very similar to Utkatasana or chair pose that we did earlier. You're going to twist towards the left and you get to decide if you're going to put your right elbow above your left knee. And then hold this twist for a couple deep breaths. Last option, if you'd like, you can always lift that right knee up. Holding here. I'm going to choose to keep my knee down today, but you can decide what to do. Breathe in. And out. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, release, hands down, press through your right foot, lift your knee, step back. Downward facing dog, child's pose, or move through vinyasa. Choose what you would like to do, and we'll hold or move right here. All roads lead back to down dog or puppy pose. And you can come to your knees for a moment, because I'm going to talk to you for just a second. Just a moment. Okay, now is the time that we get to branch out, spread our wings, and fly on our own while listening to the crunchy jams of Venmo Moscoe. That's right, it's happening. Okay, so in this part, if you don't remember the sequence, that's totally fine. I'll be doing it up here if you need to look. And if you just want to dance or jam out or rest, just choose what is right for you. Everything is right as long as it is in line with what you need. All right, so Max is going to turn up the music and we're going to do this 2 times on each side. Okay, have fun. everyone drop to your knees and let's just sit on our heels for a moment. Let your palms be open and just listen to the music and feel that energy and that movement. Just let that settle. If you're working hard today, twists really bring up some stuff. So good for your organs and your muscles. Receive the benefits of this practice. Take a rest. Softly open your eyes. We'll do just a couple more postures here, but we are winding it down. Y'all are working hard today. Let's all meet back, downward facing dog or puppy pose, whichever works for you. Come on back. Reach those hips up, bend your knees a little bit. From here, you're just going to gently step this right foot forward, using your right hand to help you, and then spin your back foot flat. But you want it to be a shorter stance, so I'm going to face y'all, and you want your hips or your feet to be a little bit further apart, like train tracks. And we're coming into a forward fold here. That right leg is almost straight with a gentle bend in your knee. Forward fold, just let your head drop and take some deep breaths. Your hips are squared to the front of your mat and your right hip is gently pulling back here. Keep breathing. Just a couple more deep breaths. Allow the music to settle. Allow your body to settle. Here, we're going to come into twisted triangle pose. So bring your left hand to your right shin. Bring your right hand to your hip. Usually I'll use a block for this one, but I know not everyone has yoga blocks, so we're going to use our shin to kind of give us some resistance. Straighten that left arm so your torso comes up a little bit and start to twist towards that right leg. Stay here, or maybe you reach your right arm up. Pulling that right hip back still so the right side of your body is long. Hold here. Feel this twist. Press back through your left foot. Feel your stability. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more deep breath. And exhale, release that right hand, coming back into your forward fold. Plant your hands, bend your right knee if you need to, and step back, downward facing dog. And we're all done with those vinyasas for the day, unless you really, really feel like you need it. Second side, gently step that left foot forward. Spin your right foot back, and your stance is shorter than we would for like a warrior one. It's a little bit shorter. And not everyone can fold forward all the way, so you can just bring your hands above your left knee if that's better for you. No matter where you are, just let your head drop and breathe deeply here. Take one more full breath. Your breath is slower and softer now. And then bring your right hand to that left shin. Straighten out your right arm so your torso comes up a little bit. Left hand to your hip. Pull your left hip back as you start to twist. Stay here, or maybe you reach your left arm up. Feel that resistance. Press back through your right foot. Open up. Feel the light move through your fingertips as you stretch and twist. Release and receive. Receive the benefits of the music, the posture, your clearing mind. One more breath. And then release that hand down. Take a breath in your forward fold. plant your hands, step back into downward facing dog. And then everyone drop your knees, let your hips rest back, forehead to the earth, child's pose. Staying in child's pose. It's so important to have these postures of integration, this time to slow down. Just as important as those more intense postures. Give yourself this time. Give yourself this time to rest. Take 2 more breaths in child's pose. And then gaze at your fingers and walk your hands back towards your knees. And gently make your way into all fours. You're going to come into pigeon pose, and I'll give you a couple variations. So for the first way, just bring your right knee behind your right wrist, and then heel toe that right foot over to the left, just like that. And now you're going to scooch that left knee back and kind of wiggle around and settle into your pigeon pose here. Starting upright, and then if you'd like, you can fold forward. Let your head hang and rest. So staying here and breathing, option number 2, you can rest on your back and come into a figure 4 position. So right ankle above left knee, and then you pull this formation in towards your chest and interlace your hands around your thigh or your shin. Hold here and breathe. Your hips are pretty open from all that twisting. It's one of those things that gets into our hips without us specifically saying this is a hip opener. So just allow yourself to rest in this posture, and if this figure 4 is too much, just bring the whole formation down to the floor. Just let your left foot rest on the floor. So no matter which hip opener you're in, take 2 more full breaths here. Figure 4, just allow your knees to rest face up. Those in pigeon pose, you're just going to tuck those left toes under and start to scoot that left knee forward and slip that right knee back and just rock your hips from side to side. Feeling those crunchy licks from twist coming through. Staying strong. Okay, second side. If you're coming into pigeon, left knee to left wrist and heel toe that left foot over to the right. Slip that right knee back, lean into it, and sit up nice and tall. Perhaps you come down to your elbows if that feels good. Wherever you are, allow your head to rest and breathe. For those that were on their back and did this hip variation here, figure 4, second side, left ankle above right knee, stay here, or interlace your hands around the back of your thigh, your right thigh, or you could interlace your hands around your shin, depending. Just honor your body and where you're at, and breathe deeply no matter where you are. Allowing some stillness to come in, listening to the music and feeling your breath open you up. One more breath wherever you are. If you're in figure 4, release both feet down to the earth and hold here. If you're in your pigeon pose, gently come up to your palms and then root through your hands. Just wiggle your right knee forward a little bit. Come back, all fours, rock your hips from side to side. Honoring yourself wherever you're at. And then everyone meet on your back. Where we started, hugging your knees into your chest. And rocking from side to side. We're almost there, almost to our deep relaxation. I want to offer you the opportunity for one back bend of your choice. So perhaps you choose bridge today, and I'll walk you through that one. Let's everyone come into bridge first. Who's stressing that? Sorry, that's camel pose. Come up with that Sanskrit name later in life. Brain doesn't always hold them. Okay. Bring your hands, palms face down next to your hips. Press through your feet and then lift your hips up, rolling your shoulders underneath. Perhaps you clasp your hands or just keep your hands here. Do not turn your head to the side like I'm doing in this posture. Stay in bridge. Hold here, or maybe you decide to come into wheel pose by flipping your hands, and this is only if you have this in your practice already. Just come into a gentle wheel pose, not all the way. So you can choose that or bridge pose, holding here. Full breaths. One more breath. And then slowly, slowly lowering down. If you're in wheel pose, lowering to the crown of your head and gently rolling your spine all the way down to the floor. Bring your knees together and your feet come to the outer edges of your mat, and this will expand and widen your sacrum to release that pressure. And breathe here. And then walk your feet so that they're underneath. They're about hip-width distance once again. One last posture here on each side. Root down through your feet, root down through your hands, and just shift your hips over to the left a little bit. And then let your knees drop to the right. Just stack your knees on top of each other. Maybe you tee your arms out to the side. And if it feels okay on your neck, just gaze over that left shoulder. Gentle twist. Let this be relaxing and allow it to feel good in your body. Maybe you close your eyes. Full breaths in and out. Embracing the gentleness of this twist. And then thinking about that thing that you would like to release and offer, honoring that all of our emotions have messages for us. Knowing that we don't have to label them good or bad, even though you can definitely feel it one way or the other a lot of the time. Just allowing yourself to release any judgment of these emotions. Take one more breath. And gently bringing your feet back to center. Press down through the soles of your feet and just shift your hips over to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Arms are still in a T, and maybe you gaze over that right shoulder. Relaxing into this posture and just feeling your breath move in and out. Finding that space in between your thoughts. Finding that space in between your breaths. Resting here. Last breath. And then gently walking your feet back to center, just shift your hips back. Let your arms come out to the sides, palms open, and then extend your legs out. Making any adjustments you need to with your clothes or your shoulders, rolling them underneath you perhaps. Letting your toes just splay out. Find your final posture, your final relaxation. And allow yourself to let go, to surrender. And allow this gentle music to wash over you as you release and Shavasana. Gently beginning to deepen your breath. Feeling your renewed body, mind, perhaps spirit. And then Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Being aware of the sounds in the room. Rocking your head from side to side, making these small movements in your body to bring your awareness back. And then draw your knees into your chest and just roll over onto one side, curling your body into a fetal position. Perhaps you use your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Acknowledging that you are safe, you are loved, and no matter what is happening in your life, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Gently bring yourself up to a seat, and we'll close our practice together. Bring one hand on top of your heart and the other hand on top of that one, pressing your palms into your heart center. Honoring yourself for showing up today, bringing yourself love and compassion and release from whatever you needed to let go of with all those twists. Open your palms up, extend your fingers outward, and think about somebody in your life or someone you know who needs a little extra love, and send them all of the benefits of your practice. And then draw your hands into a prayer position. We'll close with one round of Om. Inhale deeply. Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank y'all for coming today. It was great to do some twisting with you. Sweetie loves you. Bye. We'll see you next week.
See ya.